Right. Shall we start? Distribution of total number of burgers, vegetarian and non-vegetarian, sold by 5 outlets in April 2017. Total 100%, which is equal to 200. So 1% value is 2. Out of number of burgers sold by outlet C, respective ratio of vegetarian and non-vegetarian are in the ratio 7:5. Veg burgers, right. So veg to non-veg ratio 7:5. Veg are 7 parts out of 12 parts among 24%. 24, 1% value 2. Correct. Answer 28. What is the central angle? You can stop. 9 multiple, only 1. Number of burgers sold by outlet E in May 2017 increased by 40% as compared to the previous month. What is the number of burgers sold by outlet E? E already we have 25%, which is 50. Correct? And that value increased by 20%. 20 or 40? 40%, which is 20. Answer 70. What is the difference between total number of burgers sold by CE together and D? C and E together it is 49, D is 16, difference 33, 1% value 2, answer 66. Out of total number of burgers sold by outlet A, 1/4 were vegetarian. What was the number of non-vegetarian? Non-vegetarian are 3/4 among A, 20%, where 1% value is 2. 4. 5 times, answer 30. Right. What is this value? 17. Minus 17 goes to the other side, becomes plus 17. Right hand side number 210 by x is equal to 70, then x is equal to 210 by 70. Answer option 1. Minus x goes to the other side. These two numbers will come to left hand side. Correct? Right. So now I think we can go for last digit verification. All are ending with different numbers, right? Already it is ending with 0. If 8 square comes to left hand side, becomes minus 4. 9 square comes to left hand side, becomes 1. 1 minus 4 ends with 7. 7 kada? 4 and 2 square gets cancelled. 4 power 4 can be written as 16 square also. 16 square by 16, which is 16. 16 can be written as 2 to the power of 4. Exponents are equal. 6 minus x is equal to 4. X is equal to 2. 4 into 5, 20. 20 cancellation 6 times. 9 into 5, 45. 45, 21 times. 2 into 3, 6. 6 21s, 126. Plus 1 comes left hand side. 125, which is 5 cube. 60% of 30%, 18. 18% of 300, 18 threes, 54. 100 comes left hand side, 154. 28 square goes to the other side and becomes minus 28 square. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square kada. A plus b 64, a minus b 8. 8 square into 8, 8 cube. X cube is equal to 8 cube. X is equal to 8. Are you following? Both are negative numbers. 31, 13, 44. 0.2, 0.8, 1. Total 45. Subtracted from 100. 55. Cube root of 729. 81 by 9. 9 is added to 72. 81. Which square is that? 9 square. 3 numbers goes to the other side. Becomes minus 7 square, minus 6 square, minus 5 square. Correct? When you consider these two, a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. A plus b, 21. A minus b, 7. 21 7 times 140. 6 square, 5 square. Both are negative numbers. Let me add both. That gives you 61. Answer 86. Car travels first 120 kilometers in 40 minutes and next 180 kilometers in 80 minutes. Average speed. Average speed meaning total distance by total time only. But speed we have to measure in kilometer per hour. Total how many kilometers covered? 300. In how much time? 40 minutes, 80 minutes, 120 minutes, hours wise, which is equal to 150 kilometer per hour, that is Q1. Following. Q2, speed of the car which travels 288 kilometers in 3 hours, which is equal to 288 divided by 3. This will be definitely not 150. More than 150 or less than 150? Less than 150. So we can say Q1 is greater than Q2. Circle C1 has radius of 10.5 centimeters and square S1 has side measuring 19. Area of the C1. Area of the circle, pi r square, pi 22 by 7. What is radius set? Can we write it as 21 by 2 into 21 by 2? 7, 3 times, 2, 11 times. So this will be equal to 33 into 21 divided by 2. Don't calculate, let it be like that. Are you okay? Next. Square area, whose side is 19? 19 square. Come on. 19 square, which is equal to 361. Now, let me go with cancellation here. This is 10.5 times only. 10 times of 33, which is 330. And half time of 33 will be 16.5 only. When I add these two, that will be definitely less than 361. Q1 less than Q2. Inlet A fills an empty tank in 24 hours. Inlet B fills the same tank in 36 hours. Outlet C empties the tank in 30 hours. 24, 36, minus 60. LCM 360. Are you following? 15 times, 10 times, minus 6. This is work done by them separately in 1 hour. Are you okay? Time taken by inlet A to fill 3/8 of the tank when inlet B is closed and outlet C is open. Total tank capacity is 360. Now you have to consider only 3/8 of the tank. This is 3/8 capacity. Who should fill this tank? A and C. A and C both together does 9. 8 into 9, 72. 5 times is 360. 10 times 720. Half 360. 10 times half and 5 times hai. How much is Q1? 15. Are you okay? Next, time taken by inlet B to fill 1/6 of the tank. Total tank capacity is 360. 1/6 capacity is into 1/6. When A is closed and outlet C is open, who should fill now? B and C. BC both together does. So denominator is 24 only. What is 24 10 times? 240. Half 120. 240 120 sum. That is what our numerator. So 10 times plus half in the sense 15 times only. Both are equal. Minus 8 minus 9 is the combination here. Minus 9 minus 11 is the combination here. Then factors for x are 8 comma 9 and for y 9 comma 11. X is less than or equal to y. A sum of 1400 is invested for 2 years in a scheme offering compound interest at 20% per annum. The interest received from the given scheme is at the rate of 20% per annum. What is compound interest for 2 years? So that will be 44 into 1% value 14. That is what Q1. Correct? Correct? Leave it like that. Don't calculate. Amount received when a sum of 500 is invested in the given scheme for 2 years. How much interest are we getting? Compound interest for 2 years at the rate of 20% per annum, 44. But here we were asked to calculate amount received. If interest is 44, amount is going to be 144 percentage, where 1% value is 5. 5 times will be 10 times and half only. 10 times is 14, 40. Half, 7, 20. 44. Let it be 15 times for time being. I want to eliminate the option. What is 44 10 times? Half, sum. Even if it is 15 times, that is 660, which is less than 720. Then definitely Q1 is less than Q2 only. In place of 14 on a higher side, if we consider 15, still it is less. Okay, now A's age 6 years hence will be equal to thrice of B's percentage. 4 years ago, the sum of A's age and B's age was equal to twice of C's percentage. If C is 13 years old at present, what is the percentage of A? Right. A's age 6 years hence will be equal to thrice of B's age. If B's age is B, A age after 6 years will be 3B. Underline statement. After 6 years, A will be 3 times of B's age. Avuna? What is 3 times of B's age? 3B. Serious గా చూస్తున్నావు అమ్మాయి? 3 times of B's age. 3B. When is that? After 6 years. Then percentage of B is going to be 3B minus 6 only. Right. Next. 4 years ago, 4 years back, sum of AB ages equals to twice of C's percentage. C's percentage is 13. What is 2 times of it? So, sum of AB ages were equal to 26. When is that? 4 years back. But these are percentages, right? 4 years back to present. For each member we have to add 4 years. Together we have to add. If you add 8 years here, that will be equal to sum of their percentages. Minus 6 goes to the other side. Becomes plus 6. 26 plus 6, 32. Plus 8, 40. 4B is equal to 40. B is equal to 10. But A's percentage is 3B minus 6, 30 minus 6, 24. Is it clear? This is one way. Otherwise, Using the first statement, you can conclude one thing. Can somebody tell me? Using first statement, you can conclude something. A after 6 years, how many times of B? 3 times of B means 3 multiple. When is that? That means to the present age, how many years you are adding? That is also 3 multiple, right? Then what should be the present age of A? Has to be 3 multiple, correct? First eliminated, second 3 multiple, third 3 multiple, fourth eliminated, fifth eliminated. When you have two options, either you prove one is right or you prove one is wrong. Okay? Let me take A's present age is 24. After 6 years, 30. That will be 3 times of B's present age. Then B present age must be 10 only. 4 years back, A was 20, B was 6. Sum is equal to 20. Present age of C is equal to 13. 4 years back, sum of their age, is that equal to twice of C's age? Hence 24 is right answer. Otherwise you can go for third option final. Yes. The total interest received when 300 rupees is invested for 3 years in a scheme offering simple interest at R% per annum, and that obtained when 780 rupees is invested for the same time in a scheme A at R% per annum is 648. Right. 648. First of all, tell me what is 648. You need to understand the question. If you can understand the question, then we'll talk about answer. So tell me what is 648. Interest. Interest from how many schemes? 2 schemes. Correct? Both are simple or combination of simple compound? Both are simple only. First is for how many years? Second is for? So 3 years simple interest is this much. So I can directly convert into 1 year also. How much is that for 1 year? 3, 1, 6. Are you okay? 316 is 300 or 200? 216 is 1 year interest. Is it clear? Right. So now, what is first principal? Second, total principal 1080. 1080 is our total principal, and interest obtained is 216, and we have to calculate rate of interest. What is 10% of the principal? And right hand side interest is exactly 2 times of that. Then what percent it is? Over. Followed? A train traveling at a speed of 72 km per hour crosses a platform of length 120 meters in 23 seconds. How much time will it take to cross an electric pole? Right. First case, how much time is it taking? Come on. 23 seconds. So in that, train is trying to cross a platform. So distance covered is equal to train length and platform length only. Now, if it has to cross an electric pole, it should cover only train length. Yes. But here in 23 seconds, it is covering train length as well as. So from this, if I subtract the time it takes to cover platform, then we are getting our answer. What is platform length? Matladali. 120 meters. What is speed of the train? 72 kilometer per hour converted to meter per second, 5 by 18. 18 how many times? 4 times. 4 into 5, 20. 120 by 20, 6. 6 subtracted from 23, 17. Following? So here you are not calculating what is length of the train. The general process for this question is, if it takes 23 seconds to cross a platform, distance traveled is train length plus platform length, which is 120. This is equal to distance. Speed into time. 72 into 5 by 18 into 23. This is 4 times. 4 into 5, 20. 23 times is 460. Then train length is equal to 460 minus 120, that is equal to 340. Now we have to calculate the time to cross an electric pole. Distance will be 340, which is train length, divided by speed, 72 into 5 by 18. 18, 4 times. 340 by 20, 17. This much time it takes to answer the question. Instead, we are doing it in a single line. 23 seconds is the time taken to cover train length and platform length. But we have to cover only train length. So from 23 seconds, we are going to subtract the time it takes to cover platform length. Platform length is 120 by speed, that's it. Are you okay? Article A was sold at a profit of 50%, B was sold at a loss of 10%. The overall profit obtained, profit earned on selling both articles was 65. The selling price of article A is 250% of that of B. What was the cost price of article A? Okay. So cost price comparison is not given, but 250% comparison. What is this for? Selling price comparison is given. So selling price of A is 250% of B. Antena? If B is 1, A becomes 250% amma. Enta? 2.5. Decimal is there, right? So to eliminate decimal, what I will do is, B is equal to 1. 2.5 I will write it as 5 by 2. Yes. So 5 by 2 is ratio for selling prices of A and selling price of B. I am taking A cost price as A and B cost price as B. A is sold at a profit of 50%, so selling price will be 150%. B is sold at a loss of 10%, so selling price becomes 90%. First of all, zeros and percentages gets cancelled. 5, 3 times, 3 times. From this, A by B is equal to, Pillalu, 3 by. So I'll start in terms of parts. A is equal to 3 parts, B is equal to 2 parts. On A, how much profit is made? Matladali. 50% is 1.5 parts only. On B, how much loss is made? 10%, which is equal to 0.2 parts only. What is overall profit or loss? Profit. How much? In terms of parts? 1.3 parts. In rupees, it is equal to? Then 1 part is equal to 65 by 1.3 only. And we were asked to calculate cost price of A. How much is cost price of A? 3 parts. 3 parts is equal to into 3. 1.5. How many times? 50 times. Into 3. 150. Done. Adhamainda? Or otherwise, after getting this relation, A by B is equal to 3 by 2. You are done with the answer. A is equal to how many parts? 3 parts. 3 parts should be a multiple of 3. Go to options, there is only 1. Adhamainda? White color lo rasin dan tarvata actual ga aithe answer అయిపోయింది. A is 3 parts, so should be 3 multiple. The average of 3 numbers is 32. The ratio between first and the second is 27:10. If the third number is 2 more than the second number, What is the sum of first number and second number? I hope this is a question from your material. This material a question. Question is about sum of first number and second number. Ratio between first number and second number mentioned as 27:10. Sum is equal to 37 parts. Should be answer 37 multiple only. Can you tell me 37 multiple 37 2 times? 3 times? Triple one. మీ బొంద మిమ్మల్ని తగలయ్యా 37 3 times రాకపోతే ఎట్లాగా ట్రిపుల్ వన్ ఇప్పుడు చెప్తున్నావు which is a 3-digit number, right? So options are all in 2-digit number, so you don't have to bother about 3 times and more. So answer must be possibility either 37 or 74. There is only one. Second option, final answer. Done. See, I am not going to any more details. Only ratio 27:10. Sum is 37 parts. 37 multiple should be there. 37 3 times is exceeding our limit according to options. So answer must be either 37 or 37 2 times. 37 is not there. 37 2 times, final answer. Okay. The number of days taken by B to complete the project is 20% less than that taken by A to complete the project. See, here they are talking about comparison of what? Amma? Time, number of days, which is time. If A takes 100% time, B takes 20% less, which is 80. So can you tell me time ratio between AB? 5:2. Can you tell me efficiency ratio between AB? 4:5. Okay, continue. If A takes 24 days to complete the 3/5 of the same project, wait, what fractional part? 3/5. So I told you many a times, if the work is measured in terms of fraction, denominator is always about total. Numerator is work which is already done. Correct? Denominator, how much is there? So you have to construct 5 floors, assume like that. It will be easy. How many floors were already constructed? 3 floors were constructed in how many days? 24. Then per floor? Then for total 5 floors? That means A can complete the total work in? So A can complete the work in 40 days, where A's efficiency is 4. Time multiplied by efficiency is total work. Now this must be done by, in how many days will AB together complete the work? AB together does how many parts? 160 by 9. 17. There is only one option. 7 by 9. Ardhamainda? This is one way. The other way, if you talk about only time, A and B, same, this calculation is required. 3 parts work is done in 24 days, 1 part will be done in 8 days. Total work will be done in, so A can complete the work in 40 days. B takes 20% less, right? That means 32. If you know time taken by A, time taken by B, and want to calculate time taken by both together to complete the work, you can use AB by A plus B. Come on. A, B by A plus B. 8, 5 times, 9 times, 160 by 9, 17, 7 by 9. It's up to you whether to start with efficiency or to start with time. మీ ఇష్టం అది. The time taken by the boat to travel X kilometers downstream is 2 hours 30 minutes. And the distance traveled upstream in 3 hours 30 minutes is 63. 3 hours 30 minutes, which is 3.5 hours only, which is 7 by 2 hours. In 7 by 2 hours, distance covered is 63. Then per hour it will be 63 by 7 by 2. That comes to numerator, which is upstream speed. Upstream speed in the sense m minus s. Speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. So in place of s, I will write 2. 7, 9 times. 9 into 2. M minus 2 is equal to 18. Then m is equal to, if m is equal to 20 and s is equal to 2, what is downstream speed? Come on. 22. Now distance covered is what our question. To cover x kilometers in downstream, how much time is it taking? 2 hours 30 minutes, which is 2.5 hours. Can we write it as 5 by 2 into what is downstream speed? 20. Answer 55. The perimeter of a rectangle A is 64. 2 times of L plus B is 64. Then L plus B is equal to 32. Ratio between length and breadth is 5:3. What is L plus B in terms of parts? That means 8 parts is equal to 32 only. 1 part. Length is equal to 5 parts. 5 fours. Breadth is equal to 3 parts. 3 into 4. 12. These are measurements for rectangle A. If the area of rectangle B is 20% more than that of rectangle A. So area of rectangle A is equal to length into breadth, which is equal to 240. And for B, that will be 20% more only. 20% of 240 is 48. More will be 288. Done. A invested 1200 rupees in a business. At the end of 8 months from the start of the business, B joined with 2000 and A left. If A's share in annual profit was 2700, what was the total annual profit? Okay. A invested 1200 rupees for how much time? B invested 2000 rupees. So I'll write 12 and 20. I'm not writing 2 zeros because even if you write, that gets cancelled. A is there for, and at that time only B joined, right? They are talking about annual profit. So business happened for only 12 months. Out of 12 months, 8 months A is there. Once A left, B joined. B will be there for 4 how many times? 4. 3 times. 4. So profit sharing ratio is equal to 6 by 5. 2700 is amount received by A. Gets how many parts? That means 2700 is equal to 6 parts, where 1 part is equal to by 6 only. And total we need 11 parts into 11. Correct? Come on. So now numerator 11 is there. Answer must be 11 multiple. I hope all the options are 11 multiples. True. And at the same time, when you observe 27, 3 cube. 3 cube. Correct. Denominator 3 multiple is there. Do we have 3 square multiple in denominator? No. But in numerator 3 cube. Denominator 3. Answer 9 multiple. Can it be first option? Second, third, fourth, fifth has to be your answer. If you are patient enough to calculate 2700 by 6, you can follow that. Yes. Otherwise, after writing this step, easily also you can identify. How many zeros are there in numerator? 2 zeros. Correct? So in numerator, do you have 5 square multiple? మీ పాడే మీ మళ్ళీ తగలయ్యే 2 సున్నాలు ఉంటే 5 స్క్వేర్ మల్టిపుల్ అవ్వకుండా ఎట్లయితే ఇది 10 ఉందంటే 5 మల్టిపుల్ అయినా? కమాన్, 2 zeros ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి 5 స్క్వేర్ మల్టిపుల్ అయినా? ఇన్ డినామినేటర్ డూ యూ హ్యావ్ 5 మల్టిపుల్, బట్ ఇన్ న్యూమరేటర్ యూ హ్యావ్ 5 స్క్వేర్ మల్టిపుల్. సో ఆన్సర్ షుడ్ బి 5 స్క్వేర్ మల్టిపుల్. 5 స్క్వేర్ మల్టిపుల్ ends with 2 zeros, 25, 50, 75. Answer should end with either 2 zeros or 25 or 50 or 75. Only 4 possibilities, right? Go to options. You are done. There is only one option. Yes. Out of his monthly salary, Bridge spends 10% on paying rent, 20% on buying groceries, and deposited the remaining in a bank. So far 10%, 20% over, remaining 70%. If in a year the amount he deposited in a bank was 2,10,000, I'll write 210. I'm not writing 3 zeros. Which is equal to 70%, then 1% value is by 70. Yes. How much money did he spend on rent and groceries together in a year? Rent and groceries both together, which is equal to 30 only. 70, 3 times into 30, 90. How many zeros must be there? Right. So you should see the number 90. You don't have to bother about how many zeros must be there. If options are 9,000, 90,000, 90 lakh, something like that, then you really need to worry about number of zeros. అవునా కదా? మనకు ఆన్సర్లో 90 వచ్చింది, పక్కన సున్నాలు తేడా ఉంటాయి. ఆప్షన్స్లో మనకి 90 కనపడుతుంది, ఇక్కడ ఒక్క చోటే కదా. ఎన్ని సున్నాలు ఉంటే మనకెందుకు? రెండో ఆప్షన్ 9,000 ఉండి మూడో ఆప్షన్ 9 lakh ఉంటే అప్పుడు మనం వరి అవ్వాలి ఎన్ని జీరోస్ కావాలి అని. క్లియర్? రైట్.